You know what, actually, the two lonely benches, probably one of the first detailed paintings that I have. Took me a while. It was probably a good one to start with. I'd actually started it a year earlier in May before I completed it. I have like a reference photo and a picture from the day of. But that painting had been sitting after that initial painting session. It had been sitting in storage for like a year, some October day, I forget when. I picked it up and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna finish this. There it is, it's done. And so after that I went on to do a bunch more, but this painting is the first painting that kind of held a significance to me, not only for the fact that I went back and finished it, but also for the, there's a meaning behind it. We'll get into that. I actually made a video about how I did it. We can play it right now. Okay, here it is. The two lonely benches. I never recorded the I never recorded the first bench being painted, but here's the colors for that, and I went ahead and mixed it. And as you can see, I already have that bench painted, mostly. I just needed some details, and there you go, that's done. Next one, look at that thing. What is that? So I'm gonna go ahead and paint that. For this painting, I really wanted to get a lot of details down. Because usually when I paint a painting, a lot of it is just me rushing through. Like I can get it all done and still be satisfied with it. And usually that does not end up happening. So you're gonna see a lot of me doing little details, things that, maybe are boring to watch, and I'll skip through all of that. But yeah, I wanted to focus in. This next part is the sky. And you'll see I have a lot of trouble with the sky because I am quite a perfectionist when it comes to clouds. That's like my bread and butter. I'm just kind of painting it over again. And I redid that, and then I come back and it's redone. The whole thing is redone. I didn't record that part because it took me forever, but here I am doing all of the details. Just putting in the bright colors. A lot of people say you should work on a painting darkest to light, but honestly, I work light to dark. I think my paintings are just brighter as a result. I don't know why I do that. I want to try a bunch of different styles when it comes to painting, but this is how I do it. So now I'm sort of painting in the darker areas. You can see it kind of makes it come to life a lot more. This part I had trouble with a lot because the colors were very delicate, and I had to kind of repaint over things and just do things. You can see the light taking over my painting. I had trouble with that as well. And here's the details that I was talking about. This particular part, I really wanted to get this right because it's kind of the first cloud that you see. I just wanted to get this cloud really right. It's a very small piece of the painting, and I zoom out and I'm pretty satisfied with that. I really like how that turned out. And so next is the water, as you can hear from the background track. By the way, all of this music is mine. I made it. I'll drop that link. I've got another channel for that. But I'm taping my little things to get them all covered up. I'm gonna cut them out so I can get more of a actual shape in there for the water. And I'm just gonna go over and kind of paint with a new color. I feel like this one's too dark, so there it is, blocked in. Just try not to bleed through the tape. And here comes the first waves. I really like painting water. Water is kind of frustrating to me, especially if you want to do a detail, because I mean, it's literally just light and dark. And there's a lot of little details, and it's very delicate, very smooth. Clouds are just kind of random, but waves have a certain like shape to them. I don't I don't know. I just find waves a little more frustrating than the clouds. And I can't paint with a straight hand. No matter how much you might want to believe that I have steady hands, I just don't. Here I am painting more details, just kind of splitting up all the highlights that I already painted in. Like I said, I paint light to dark. And so I'm just kind of splitting stuff up, making more waves. It looks really good here, but I wanted to get it more detailed. And so here I am coming in with a little more detail. An annoying thing that I noticed that I do is I rub, the paint when I paint details and make it less defined. And that's kind of annoying to me now that I watch this back. It's a good criticism of myself. And here I'm using actually the reference to kind of paint where the actual waves are, lighter and darker. And here I come in with the real highlights. I skipped a ton there, just there, to get all those details in, because that was boring. But here I go with the highlights. And you see I just rubbed it off there. And that's my little Easter egg highlight. Little cross in there. That'll come back later. I have a little more to add to that. But yeah, I'm just kind of adding in details with this tiny brush. Seeing wherever the Lord takes my hands. And that's the water complete. I'm really happy with the way it turned out. On the original, it was really much more dull. And I like the vibrancy of this version of it. And so next is this grass part, which I've never done grass like this, so you'll have to be patient with me. I kind of go over it again. Instead of doing the little details like I started off doing, I figured I'd just block in some colors. There's a lot of yellow in this grass. It was like summertime. I guess the grass was burnt. So, so I couldn't use so much green. Sometimes I recorded with my phone for Instagram. If you want to follow my Instagram, I post a lot on there, maybe too much. Anyways, you just saw me add the shadows. There's going to be branches over. Spoiler alert. It's kind of hard. I kind of went too harsh on the darkness, so I lightened it up. And here I'm adding the light, dapples, light coming through the leaves. Back to horizontal. There's like sand in the middle there somewhere, and I tried to paint that. I didn't get it across very well, and you'll see me remedy that. But here I am painting more highlights. Here I go with some details because grass is made of blades and not just shapes, right? So this took me so long to do, and like I said, I've never done it before, so yeah, it was very frustrating. I just went back over with dark in the fronts of the light areas. That's me watching a debate. I went over with dark again just to, make it a little more real, like the shadow and the light kind of touching. It's interesting painting light, but that's really all an artist does is paint light. I'm going, over the regular grass with a fan brush. Didn't really work out, but it's fine. I like the way it turned out. Here I am adding the shadows. The shadows really kind of brought the benches to life just because they're more solid. I like this one. Sorry about the vertical, but we zoomed in. This shadow really was delicate to me. It's kind of a miracle that I pulled it off in such a delicate fashion. I think it turned out great, and it really brought the painting alive. It really was a desirable detail that I painted. Next up, we are doing the branches. The branches are up top, and you can see me trying to adjust. I'm gonna go ahead and sketch in sort of the branches. I had the reference on my phone, and I'm sort of just measuring out, you know, where I want stuff to be. It's not gonna be accurate. I'm not a true artist. Trying to get a good shape because it's a daunting thing to go over a good area like the clouds that look amazing, by the way, and just kind of run black paint over it. It'll never truly be the same even if I erase it. Honestly, I think at this point I'm thinking that I'm not happy with it, but it'll turn out great, especially with these smaller brush strokes that I get and later on filling in the details. I made a little video where I sort of feigned that I like messed up the painting, like, oh no, I can't undo this, because, you know, and that was fun. But this was the plan all along, just so you know. And I'm just sort of going over my sketch with black, kind of trying to block in colors. It's not going to be black the whole way through. Trying my best to make it look like leaves. I've only ever painted palm trees. If you look at my catalog, you'll see that there. And here I go with the details, just trying to make everything sharper, more concise, more understandable to the eye. And maybe I should have recorded all of these details so much, but nah, whatever. I have like 10 hours of footage just laying around. And this is probably all it's gonna get used for unless I make some type of, I don't know, documentary later. I hope I'm not that famous. So I've kind of got the details all worked out, and here is me putting some color on the leaves because leaves are in fact green and not just black. Just kind of getting in the highlights, trying to make it actually good. The way that the light is positioned is sort of to the side, so there's the highlights within the dark. It was kind of challenging to figure out where those all went. And since this didn't match the reference perfectly, I kind of had to freestyle some of the stuff, which was weird. I skipped some. I don't know where that footage is. I think it's on my phone. This is the light coming through the leaves from the back. When you have small spaces, light often tends to bleed into the leaf, especially if it's not in your focus. Does that make sense what I just said? I don't know. I tried to replicate that effect, the light bleeding into the picture. And now I'm just adding little details. This is actually not an ocean, but it's actually a bay. So I just added that horizon to be consistent with the reference. And here I am signing it. 2024. The only painting I painted that year, I'm pretty sure. I'm very proud of it. Here it is. Yeah. Thank you for watching this daunting 30 minutes of me yapping about this painting and how I did it. I hope to make more for you guys soon. Oh, also, you know, if you want to watch more, obviously, subscribe. It's free. I don't know how consistent I'll be, all right? But I'll be here. Maybe. It does help if you subscribe. I appreciate it. Stay tuned.